All right, guys, so today is a very exciting day because right behind me here is the brand new 2020 Audi SQ7. Now, what's interesting to note is that this is the first time that North Americans have access to an SQ7. In Europe, the previous generation was available, but solely as a diesel. And right now, this particular version is available in Europe solely as a diesel as well. In the fall, the Europeans will have access to what we have right here, which is the twin turbocharged V8 that produces 500 horsepower and a whopping 568 pound-feet of torque. So before we start up the car and take a look at the interior, I'd like to give a special mention to Audi Saint Laurent, part of Groupe Gabriel, who were kind enough to pass me the SQ7 for the next couple of days. So without further ado, let's start her up. So interior-wise, well, it's an Audi at the end of the day, so there is plenty of intuitive technology and premium materials throughout that, for me, has always made Audi interiors a home run in my books. So perhaps the most notable feature in the SQ7's interior is Audi's brand new MMI system that features, this time around, dual screens. The upper part, you could configure settings such as your radio, media, phone, navigation, CarPlay, etc. And the lower portion is specifically for all your climate controls. From the driver's seat, the most prominent feature is Audi's virtual cockpit that features a 12.3-inch full HD resolution display. This SQ7 is also fitted with Audi's optional driver assistance package, which includes Presense Basic in front, top view camera system, Audi side assist, adaptive cruise assist, active lane assist with emergency assist, as well as intersection assist. On this particular example here, it comes fitted with Bose's Premium 3 sound system as standard. However, there's also an optional Bang & Olufsen sound system. So as you can see from the rear, I'm 5'5", so there is plenty of space in front of me as this driver's seat was adjusted to my seating position. But what's nice to see is that if you are average height, there's still plenty of headroom as well as space, even if this was reclined back. Also, what's really nice is that rear passengers have individual climate controls with heated seats, as well as USB ports for all of your technology that can be charged, whether it's on road trips or just daily use to and from school, etc. Seats-wise, extremely comfortable. The leather is continued throughout. Vents are along here. The fact that we have the panoramic roof allows for a ton of light to come in, so it really just adds to this airy space of the car. And what's really nice is when it's extremely sunny outside, rear occupants also have rear sunshades. How cool is that? The SQ7 comes standard with HD Matrix Design LED headlights, as well as the black optics package that comes with black roof rails, body-colored mirrors, single frame mask in black, window surrounds in black, as well as the front and rear bumper accents in black. However, the black optics package does not cover this aluminum trim that is located right under the rear lights. Weird. So let's open up the trunk. So as it is a Q7, there is third row seating that is available. With the third row, there isn't necessarily a ton of trunk space, but with a simple touch of a button, we could simply fold down the third row and voila, there's a ton of space for IKEA items, Costco items, and a total of 2,075 liters of trunk space. Okay, I don't know if you guys heard the exhaust there, but I'm actually very impressed that it does have its little, I would say, pops / crackles, burbles maybe. Again, for me, this is just, it's very unlike Audi, especially in an S model. It really reminds me of like what Mercedes and BMW is doing with their AMG, their 43 division, as well as the M Performance brand. And it's just astonishing to see that we're in a Q7 at the end of the day. And Q7s never did this. So it's nice to see that Audi finally decided to compete with the other German counterparts and come out with an SQ7 that has a twin turbocharged V8, 500 horsepower, 563 pound-feet of torque. I don't believe I mentioned it earlier, but the 0 to 100 on this is 4.3 seconds. For an SUV that could tow up to 7,700 pounds, those numbers are pretty astonishing. And you know, it's really effortless. The steering is just very light. It also has all-wheel steering, so especially on winding roads, it just kind of glides through effortlessly. And what I find very interesting is the Q7 compared to competitors like the GLS and the X7, which are very large vehicles, as they are competitors to this because of their third row. The Q7 I found always was not necessarily the largest at first glance, but when you get inside it, you realize that it is a pretty large vehicle. And once you're driving through, or once you start moving with it, you kind of forget that you're in a 3-row SUV. So I think Audi has really nailed that. And like I said, the ergonomics in it are just great. I switched from dynamic to comfort mode. So typically it is right off the bat a much more comfortable ride. But let's see how it reacts after a bit of acceleration. Okay, so it's no slouch. That was actually surprising. Definitely experienced a little bit of delay, but you could still hear the engine just take off. Obviously, there was less burbles and crackles, but wow, that was pretty astonishing. I didn't think it was going to do that in comfort. Well, let's put it back in dynamic because that's definitely the more engaging and most exciting mode in this car, and the reason why you would buy an SQ7, because if you just wanted something comfortable, period, without the performance, you just get a Q7, which is a fantastic SUV right off the bat. So yeah, it's definitely, you could just feel the suspension stiffens up. It's a lot more reactive. It just really hugs the corners. I can't get over that. I'm not used to that from Audi. Yeah, this is definitely a home run. And for anyone that's looking, see, it just kind of hugs the corners. And yes, you do feel the weight without a doubt, you feel the weight. I'm losing my words, but I'm just like astonished of how quick this thing just plows through. They did such a great job with this, and it was something that was so needed from Audi, and it's nice to see that they're capable of doing something like this that consumers definitely looking for. I think it's very bold of them to have slapped a twin turbocharged V8 into this, which is great. I'm happy that North America finally got an SQ7, because the Europeans have had it for a while, even though it was in diesel format. Just a great car. So anyone that's looking for a capable 3-row SUV that is practical, intuitive with the latest technology, just overall comfort and ease of use that you would expect from Audi, SQ7 is definitely a contender to consider. So that concludes this video. I'd like to thank again my friends over at Audi Saint Laurent, part of Group Gabriel, for allowing me to spend time with the SQ7. Be on the lookout for future videos coming up on the YouTube channel, so be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Let's give one more little yeet before we take off there. Very impressed. Take care, guys. Bye.